Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Wednesday. We've got 14 matchups on this NBA slate today. Huge slate as we head into Thanksgiving. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. Working our way to 23.2K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below. All kinds of nice profit boosts and promos to get involved with. And yeah, we'll hop in it. A big slate today. Starting with the Atlanta Hawks versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavs opening up as a 10.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 240.5. Hawks coming into this matchup 7-11. Cavs 17-1. Hawks, they're coming off a Dallas loss by 10. They're on a 3-game losing streak right now. Then you got the Cavs. They're on a 2-game winning streak coming off a Toronto win. Atlanta 1-4 covering against the Cavs, 2-8 covering on the road against the Cavs here. So they haven't really been good against Cleveland. Cleveland 10-0 at home, 5-0 covering the spread. It's just an incredible run that they're on here. And yeah, I got to take the Cavs minus 10.5 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Bulls versus the Orlando Magic. Magic opening up as a 10.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 224. Bulls coming into this matchup 8-11, Magic 12-7. Bulls, they're coming off a big Washington win yesterday. The Magic, they're on a 3-game winning streak. They're 9-1 in their last 10 right now. Incredible run the Magic are on. Chicago, they're just 1-5 against the Magic right now. 1-5 covering against the Magic. Haven't played well against Orlando. They're 6-0 covering at home, 9-1 covering the spread. Been pretty crazy. They've been very good. They've had a lot of double-digit wins here. I'm very surprised how many double-digit wins they've had during this run so far this season. Yeah, all the numbers are pointing me in the right direction for the Magic. So I'm going to take the Magic minus 10.5 and money line at home today. Next matchup, we got the Houston Rockets versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Rockets opening up as a 5.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 218.5. Rockets coming into this matchup 13-6. The Sixers 3-13. Houston, they're coming off a Minnesota overtime win yesterday. They're 8-2 in their last 10. Philly, they're 2-8 in their last 10, coming off a blowout loss against the Clippers. Yeah, it's just been bad for Philly. It doesn't look like Embiid's out. It's just bad for the Sixers here. You look at these numbers. Houston, they're 0-5 on the road against Philly. 1-8 against Philly. They've not been good against the Sixers, but I will say the roles have flipped. Houston's good this year. Philly is not good. I just can't back them. No Paul George, Embiid, Lowry, a lot of injuries. And they've just looked a mess even with all them playing. Give me Houston minus 5.5 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Washington Wizards. Clippers opening up as a 10.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 223. Clippers coming into this matchup 11-8. The Wizards 2-14. The Clippers, they're coming off a Boston loss. Washington, they've lost their last 10. I think they're on a 12-13 game losing streak. It's pretty bad for Washington. Clippers 6-0 against Washington, 6-0 covering against Washington, 4-1 covering on the road against Washington, where they've been dominant. Washington 0-5 at home. Yeah, I just can't trust the Wizards, man. They are horrible. I mean, they really have been getting blown out, and really almost every game it's been almost a double-digit loss for the Wizards. So yeah, I can't back them. Even the Clippers minus 10.5 and money line on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Portland Trailblazers versus the Indiana Pacers. Pacers opening up as a 10.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 232. Portland coming into this matchup 7-11. Pacers 8-10. Portland, they're coming off a Memphis loss. Pacers, they're on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a Pelicans win. Portland, they've been good against the Pacers. 15-5 against the Pacers. 14-5 covering against the Pacers here. Crazy. We're getting a lot of 10.5-point spreads today, which is, yeah, kind of crazy. Seen a lot of them today. The Pacers, I don't know, man. The Pacers have not played well. I don't know. They're not a team that I trust as a big favorite. Portland, they haven't played well either. But 10.5 points. Pacers aren't a team that I can really trust with that big spread. So I'll take a shot with Portland plus 10.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Miami Heat versus the Charlotte Hornets. Heat opening up as a 4-point road favorite with the over-under at 217.5. Heat coming into this matchup 7-8. The Hornets 6-11. Heat, they're coming off a tough loss against the Bucks yesterday by 3. Charlotte, they're on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a Magic loss. Miami, they're 5-0 against Charlotte, but just 1-4 covering against Charlotte. Charlotte 7-3 covering the spread. They've been good covering the spread. 5-1 covering at home here. The unders hit in Charlotte's 5 of their last 6 against Miami. I think Charlotte's a good dog today. You got Heat coming off just a tough game yesterday. Give me the Hornets +4 at home. Next matchup, we got the New York Knicks versus the Dallas Mavericks. Knicks opening up as a 4-point road favorite with the over-under at 235. Knicks coming into this matchup 10-7. The Mavericks 10-8. The Knicks, they're coming off a monster Denver win, 145-118. Dallas, they're coming off an Atlanta win, 129-119. See, Clay's questionable. I know he missed last game. So is Lively. The Knicks, they're 1-4 against Dallas, but they are 6-1 covering on the road against Dallas. Dallas 5-1 in their last 6 right now. 5-1 covering the spread during this stretch they're on. Plus money at home. We have seen Knicks not show up a good bit so far this season. Going to be a good matchup here, but plus money at home for Dallas. They've actually been playing pretty well without Luka. Yeah, give me Dallas +4 at home. Next matchup, we got the Detroit Pistons versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis opening up as an 8.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 225.5. Detroit coming into this matchup 8-11. The Grizzlies 11-7. Detroit, they're coming off a Toronto win. Memphis, they're on a 3-game winning streak. 3-game winning streak coming off a Portland win. Detroit, still looks like still no Cade Cunningham for Detroit here. Detroit 0-7 against Memphis. 6-1 covering against Memphis. They have not been good against Memphis here. Memphis 9-1 covering the spread. From what I'm seeing, no Ja Morant. We'll see how true that is though. But yeah, Detroit, they've just been horrible against Memphis here. And yeah, give me Memphis -8.5 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Sacramento Kings versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota opening up as a 4.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 220.5. Sacramento coming into this matchup 8-10. Minnesota 8-9. Sacramento on a 4-game losing streak, coming off an OKC loss. Minnesota, they're on a 3-game losing streak, coming off a Houston loss. Yeah, both teams struggling right now. These teams just played each other 5 games ago. Minnesota did beat Sacramento 130-126. Sacramento 0-6 covering the spread right now. They're 2-5 against Minnesota. 2-5 covering against Minnesota here. I don't know what's up with the Kings. They got such a talented roster, and yeah, they're just playing horrible, and it's kind of hard to trust them. They've been bad. I don't know. They just have not looked like you would think they would. So I'll take the Minnesota -4.5 and money line at home. Next matchup, we've got the Toronto Raptors versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Pelicans opening up as 2.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 222. Toronto coming into this matchup 4-14. Pelicans also 4-14. I mean, this is an ugly looking matchup here. Both teams with depleted rosters. Toronto, they're on a 2-game losing streak coming off a Detroit loss. Pelicans, they're on a 5-game losing streak coming off a Pacers loss. And the numbers are bad. You got the Pelicans are 1-6 at home. 0-6 against the Eastern Conference. Toronto, they are just 1-7 covering against the Pelicans. 1-4 covering on the road against the Pelicans. This is an ugly matchup. No, but with all these games on today, just really nobody should be betting on this game. I just don't see how anyone could. So I'm going to take a shot with the underdog in a bad matchup. Give me the Raptors plus 2.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Lakers versus the San Antonio Spurs. Lakers opening up as a 2.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 226.5. Lakers coming into this matchup 10-7. The Spurs 10-8. The Lakers on a 3-game losing streak. They're coming off a 27-point loss against Phoenix last night. The Spurs, they're on a 4-game winning streak coming off a Utah win. Yeah, Spurs playing pretty well right now. Lakers 0-5 covering the spread right now. 1-6 covering on the road. Spurs 4-1 in their last 5. 4-1 covering in their last 5. They're 5-1 at home. Spurs only lost. They played the Lakers like 6 games ago. Lost 120-115. The Lakers, man, they've had a lot of disappointing losses. Back-to-back games, they give it up 127. I don't know about the Lakers today. I don't know. Spurs at home, I think, are pretty sneaky. As long as Victor Wembanyama plays, give me Spurs plus 2.5 at home. Next matchup, we've got the Brooklyn Nets versus the Phoenix Suns. Suns opening up as a 9-point home favorite with the over-under at 220. Nets coming into this matchup 8-10. Suns 10-7. Brooklyn, they're on a 2-game winning streak coming off a Warriors win. Phoenix, they're coming off a big Lakers win last night. You know, they got KD and Beal back. On a back-to-back, though, we'll see. That's what makes it annoying about covering basketball, the back-to-backs. We'll see if KD and Beal play coming off a back-to-back here. They looked good last game. Played very well against the Lakers. Brooklyn 1-5 against Phoenix. The numbers haven't really been good for Phoenix. The over-seen in Phoenix is 4 of the last 5 against Brooklyn. I'm not too worried about Beal, but as long as KD and Booker are playing, I like Phoenix. If all 3 of them are playing, that's even better. So as long as they're not really resting anybody, give me the Suns -9 and money line at home today. Next matchup, we got the Denver Nuggets versus the Utah Jazz. Denver opening up as a 9.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 231. Denver coming into this matchup 9-7. The Jazz 4-13. Denver, they're coming off a bad loss against the Knicks. Jazz, they're coming off a bad Spurs loss. Denver 4-1 against Utah. I mean, they've been good head-to-head here. Utah 3-13 at home. I think it's a great bounce back spot for Denver coming off a beatdown loss. Give me Denver -9.5 and money line on the road. And the last matchup, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Golden State Warriors. Thunder opening up as a 2.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 229.5. Thunder coming into this matchup 13-4. The Warriors 12-5. Thunder, they're on a 2-game winning streak coming off a Sacramento win. Warriors, they're on a 2-game losing streak coming off a Brooklyn loss. These teams played last time they played. Warriors won 127-116. OKC, they're just 4-11 against the Warriors. They haven't been that good against them. Warriors 5-1 at home where they play well. The overs hit in 9 of their last 9 against OKC, so a lot of overs in these head-to-head meetings. I like the Warriors getting plus money at home. Says Curry's questionable. As long as Curry's playing, I like the Warriors. If Curry's for some reason out, I'll take the Thunder. But as long as Curry's playing, give me the Warriors plus 2.5 at home today. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Wednesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Have a good one.